Okay, now we will create our VPC. Click on create VPC. Select VPC and more. Give it a name. Now we need to select CIDR block. So CIDR will give you IP addresses range for your subnets, right? So enter this website CIDR.xyz. Here enter your default AWS CIDR notation, which is 10.0.0.0, and let's enter prefix as 16. So see, you got first usable IP, last usable IP, and total count of IPs, right? But you will not get all these exact IPs. AWS will keep 5 IPs for their internal devices, internal supporting devices. So you will always get 5 IPs less. Now the prefix is 16. That means first 2 octets are reserved for network and other 2 octets are reserved for host. As you know, IP4 is 32-bit. That's why. Now we will create this public and private subnet in two availability zones, because let's say if one availability zone goes down because of power failure or natural disaster, something like that, then your app will still run because traffic is being served by other two availability zones, right, which are running. That is why for safety we will select two availability zones. And using NAT gateway, instances in private subnet can connect to the external services outside your VPC. But those external services cannot communicate with your instance because it is private subnet. Basically, you can only set outbound traffic. That's it. Now create VPC. Now our VPC is ready. This is the CIDR block which we have used. These are our two private subnets and two public subnets. Now check this first public subnet. Check the route table. Local means it's allowing inter-network communication, and IGW means internet gateway is attached to it. Now check this private subnet. This second entry is for VPC endpoint. If let's say this instance wants to communicate with S3, then this allows that. Now we can create our EC2 instance and attach the VPC to it. Give it a name. We need to create one key pair. Now edit your network settings. Now select the VPC which you have created and select the subnet, either private subnet or public subnet. I will select public subnet as of now. Enable the auto assign public IP. Now create one security group. Now it is saying we are allowing SSH on the protocol TCP having port 22. Now source IP can be anywhere on the internet, or you can just restrict it to your IP address as well. And now launch. I think we need to change the name of the security group. Let's change it. It's done. Now check this instance should be connected to our VPC along with the public subnet which we have attached. Yeah, Harshad VPC, it is connected.